From an article on FarmProgress, who's buying rural Southwest real estate? A recent USDA report on land values indicated an ongoing upward trend in land values across the United States. That trend has been apparent in the Southwest, where Texas and Oklahoma have seen rural land values increase 7.4 and 8.5% respectively. Factors that contributed to the rise in values include COVID stimulus money, low interest rates, and increased interest of urban dwellers to move to the country. Investors include other farmers and ranchers, outside interests purchasing tracts for recreational use, investors looking for safe havens for their money, and some foreign buyers. Charles Gilliland, research economist with the Texas Real Estate Research Center, College Station, says, based on mostly anecdotal reports, farmers buoyed by cash from insurance and stimulus programs are buying farmland and outbidding investors in the process. Recreational investors are more active buyers of ranch land than those with agricultural interests. Buyers in those markets have a complex mix of motives for buying, Gilliland explained. Most brokers I speak with say buyers typically don't discuss their motivation for buying. Nevertheless, many see buyers who are concerned about the uncertainty of our economy and society. They see land as a store of wealth. We're also seeing an increase in buyers focused on conservation, including restoring native plants. In addition, some wealthy individuals are purchasing large ranches as working operations with new economic opportunities in mind. The Wagoneer Ranch and 4.6s deals come to mind. The 4.6s popularized by the Yosemite television show. Gilliland says activity from the oil-induced price surge in the Permian Basin that drove ranch prices to unheard of levels has vanished. Foreign buyers are in the mix, but not as much as in the recent past. Moving on to New Mexico. Dwayne Nunez, associate broker in New Mexico for Charles S. Middleton and Sons, Lubox says of the 8 ranches the company has sold in 2023, every one was to people in agriculture. He says a lot of buyers come out of Texas. As far as I know, we have never sold to a foreign buyer. In 2022, we sold one large holding to New Mexico Game and Fish. He says that acreage will come out of production agriculture, but will remain as hunting property with conservation measures in place. Other brokers are selling rural real estate to wealthy individuals, Nunez says. I'm not certain if those will go back into production. In terms of Texas, Gillian says, I don't hear much about foreign buyers. They're here, but not as visible as they were in the past decades. Dairy farms in North Texas attracted some foreign investors. The largest purchases have been forest land in East Texas, mostly by Canadians. Chinese buyers have attracted a lot of attention, but when you look at acreage, there are a small percentage of foreign ownership here. One Chinese investor caused a substantial uproar when he purchased a large ranch in Devil's River drainage with the express purpose of installing wind farms. Objections from conservationists, lack of a link to the statewide grid, and being in the path of military flight training brought those plans to a halt. In terms of foreign holdings, foreign interests held approximately 40 million acres of U.S. agricultural land as of December 31st, 2021, according to a December 2021 U.S. Farm Service report. That represents 3.1% of all privately held agricultural land and 1.8% of all land in the United States. A Congressional Research Service January 2023 report found that 5 countries accounted for approximately 62% of all foreign-owned U.S. agricultural land in 2021. Canada at 31%, mostly forest land, topped the list. The Netherlands is second at 12%, followed by Italy at 7%, and the United Kingdom and Germany both at 6%. Other countries with holdings of more than 500,000 acres include Portugal, France, Denmark, Luxembourg, Mexico, Switzerland, the Cayman Islands, Japan, and Belgium. I personally point out that the Cayman Islands a lot of times is offshore arrangements, and the ownership can be a little bit tricky to track in regards to who actually owns anything when you have Cayman corporate or partnership entities holding the properties. All in all, the article shows that the amount of foreign ownership and foreign buying of farmland tends to sometimes be overstated by the media.